Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our presentation about authentication data. My name is Nick and I would like to introduce you my colleagues Nico, Enrique, Richard and Lauri. Before we start with the presentation, I would like to introduce you our table of content. The first topic would be passwords, presented by Enrique Alichka, followed by the second one, spam mails, presented by Nico Korte, and the next one would be Malware, presented by me. In the end, Enrique Alichka would like to present you something about VPN, how it works and what the effect is. So let's start with the first topic, passwords, presented by Enrique.
Why do you need a password? Today you need a password almost everywhere on the internet. To name just a few examples, you require a password to log on to your social media accounts such as Instagram and Facebook, or your online banking account. However, you do not only need passwords on the internet. You need a password for your computer or your mobile phone as well in order to keep your data secure. How important is a password? A secure password is vital when it comes to the security of your device or online accounts. It doesn't mean that your computer is secure against malware, but it is secure against unauthorized access by other users. However, you require a secure password. Criteria for a secure password. A secure password needs to meet certain criteria. It should contain uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, as well as special characters. Furthermore, it is essential that the password has an appropriate length. A secure password is a password which contains at least 8 symbols and meets the criteria mentioned above. The reason is that you wouldn't, mostly certainly, not be able to remember cryptographic password. I would like to illustrate this point by giving an example. You could come up with the idea to use a password like Estonia123. This password contains an uppercase letter, some lowercase letters, numbers and has a length of 10 symbols. In theory, this password meets most of the criteria mentioned previously. It is however not secure. The numerical order 1 to 3 is very common and it is easy to guess. Moreover, it is not advisable to use words that can be found in a dictionary because there is a software that uses dictionaries to crack passwords. Today, computers are very powerful, so that this software could crack such password in a very short period of time. Some people say it only takes a few seconds to crack a password like Estonia. You can check online how long it takes to crack a password. You can use, for example, the website howsecureismypassword.net. For security reasons, don't type in your password that you use, only a changed version of your password. In our Erasmus project, we will create a password checker which checks if your password is safe or not. However, we promise not to steal your password. To stay safe, you can change parts of your real password by, for example, changing letters or numbers and try these different password checkers. There are possibilities to remember a password which is safe and memorable. I would like to tell you how to create and remember a safe password easily. There's a simple trick. Just create a sentence like, since 2012 I have a cat called Pia. Now you only take the initial letters, some numbers and the exclamation mark. The password would then be S12IHACCP exclamation mark. And quite easily you have a secure password which has a length of 10 symbols and is easy to remember. Don't only use the same password. Now you have a safe password which you can use everywhere. This is wrong. It is important to use different passwords and at the best use a different password for each account or device you have. It could be that you create a new account on a website where you need your email address and a password. If you enter a password which you use for several accounts, it could be very dangerous. It could be that this is a phishing website which is used to see your personal information. If you only use one password for all your accounts or devices, it could happen that criminals log onto your email account and change this password or change other passwords, because if you request a new password, for example, for your Facebook account, you will receive an email containing a link which you can use to create a new password. At worst, you can be denied access to your email account and all your online accounts which are linked to this email address. As you see, it is crucial that you have different passwords for your account and devices. But if you create a new password, do not use your previous password as a template. Don't think that if you have S12IHACCP exclamation mark as your password that S12IHACCO exclamation mark is a totally new password. How to remember your passwords. Now you know how important it is to have many secure passwords, but how do you remember, let's say, 10 passwords? There are several easy ways to storing your password. The easiest one is to write your username and your password for each account on a piece of paper. It could be that someone finds your paper and gets hold of all your passwords. To avoid that, you can only write words as your password, which could be a reminder for you, so that you don't need to write your password down. Moreover, you can hide your piece of paper somewhere where you will never find it again. But in today's digital world, you can use a password manager instead of a piece of paper. There are a lot of different password managers, such as Dashlane, LastPass or KeePass. The first difference between this password manager is that KeePass works offline and the other one works online. The advantage of an online password manager is that you can synchronize your passwords between different devices such as your laptop or your mobile phone. The advantage of an offline password manager is that your secure passwords are stored on your own hard drive and not somewhere else like on a server. An advantage of using KeePass is that it is free. Dashlane and LastPass are also available for free, but these versions do not have all functions. LastPass costs $3.3 monthly, which is about €2.80. Dashlane costs $39.99 a year, which is about €33.74. These prices are as of 26th of September 2017. In the end, it is about storing your passwords securely. You can decide if you need the extra functions or not. If you're looking for a password manager, check online tests and comparison. Your password manager should definitely encrypt your passwords, at least using the AES 256-bit standard. How should I deal with my passwords? It is important that you don't tell anyone your passwords, particularly not to strangers. If you really need to share one of your passwords, it is important that you know this person very well. Also, it is advisable to change your password for the person and change it again if that person does not need your password anymore. This is important because it could be that this person shared your password as well. Changing your password gives you a security that your account is not controlled by someone else. Also, it is better to change your password at regular intervals. This is easy if you use a password manager because most of them can change your password by just a few clicks. Are there any alternatives? The most widely used alternative is a fingerprint reader. Almost every mobile phone has a fingerprint reader and gives you an alternative to using a password. It is easier to use because you only need to put your finger on the reader and you are in. Keep in mind that if you save only one fingerprint, that only this fingerprint will work to unlock your device. The drawback is that if your finger is wet or dirty, it could happen that the reader will not accept your fingerprint. Another alternative is the so-called pattern. You need to draw a pattern to unlock your device. The drawback is that it is very easy to guess because someone can look at your mobile phone while you're drawing your pattern. The newest alternative is the iris scanner. It can scan your iris to unlock your device. The drawback is that if you wear glass or contact lenses, it could happen that the device will not accept your iris.
So now we would like to move on to the next topic, spam mails, presented by Nico.
A common method of infecting a receiver system with malware is hiding malicious software in files such as Word documents, videos and pictures. However, these files oftentimes do not contain the pictures or Word documents you expected, but a picture or Word document which executes a malicious code in the background. This can cause substantial problems, especially if these mails stem from allegedly official companies because they seem to be professional and commonly contain company logos. The recipient of these mails will be informed that he or she has to settle invoices, or it is stated that your online account, for example your PayPal account, was suspended. Furthermore, you are asked to click on a link below to unlock your account. If you click the link, you are redirected to another website, which is a copy of the official website. If the user enters his or her data, they are sent to the actual owner of the fake website. A lot of email providers such as Outlook already integrated spam filters in their services, which can detect spam by its signature, and any detected spam mails are directly sent to spam folders. A lot of spam filters can learn from the user. I would like to explain this by giving an example. If the user received an email from a special person and sent it to the spam filter, it will automatically be sent to the spam filter if you receive another email from the same person again. This is why it is very important that the user does not only delete spam mails but sends them to the spam folder first. Most antivirus programs make it possible to block unofficial websites to which you are redirected. You can easily find out that these websites are fake because the URL does not contain the HTTPS tag.
So the next topic we will talk about is malware, and it's presented by me.
Malware is a computer program that is specifically designed to perform unwanted or potentially harmful functions on a computer. Such programs are often referred to as malicious programs or malware, and thus are considered a generic term. Malware is an umbrella term. There are 8 different types of malware. A computer virus is the oldest type of malware and spreads itself by copying into files and programs. A computer worm is the same as a computer virus, except that it is distributed over networks. A worm spreads over the internet and tries to intrude other computer systems. A Trojan horse is a combination of a useful host program and a hidden malicious part, such as spyware or a backdoor. However, the Trojan horse does not spread itself, but promotes the useful part of the host program. A backdoor, which is often introduced and installed by viruses, worms, or Trojan horses, allows unauthorized and unnoticed access to the computer by third parties. Spyware spies the computer and user behavior and sends data to the manufacturer or other sources without them noticing it. For example, to place targeted advertising. Scareware is malicious software that is designed to intimidate the user and make him/her buy things he/she does not need. Rogueware indicates that it has tracked down malicious malware and offers to repair it. However, it either installs more malware or demands money to remove the malware. Crypto mining is a noxious form of website finance that uses hardware and power resources to use them for mining without them noticing it. However, in order to protect yourself when dealing with confidential data, there is a tool which you can use to protect yourself against most types of malware: the antivirus program. An antivirus program is a must-have for any user who works with personal data on the computer, because it firstly helps him/her not to be infected with such malicious software. For example, by warning him/her of unclean pages. But even if it's too late to prevent malware, an antivirus program can help to get the computer free of these unwanted programs, by quarantining suspicious programs until the user can take action using this software, such as deleting the malware. However, in the field of antivirus programs, there are often small but very important differences between the different versions of the products offered. Thus, we will provide you with examples of the current test winner among antivirus programs. Bitdefender Antivirus Plus. As a basic product, it protects against malicious software that may be on the computer or wants to infiltrate. Bitdefender Internet Security is considered as a mid-range product and offers all features required, such as the basic product and surf protection, so not only local data is protected. Bitdefender Total Security, a powerful combination of both products. It provides the best protection against all possible attacks on your computer and your data.
And the last topic we would like to talk about is VPN, and it is presented by Enrique.
What is a VPN? VPN, or Virtual Private Network, refers to a connection between two communication networks via internet. A VPN is not encrypted. Therefore, there's a special version of a VPN which is called SSL VPN. Types of VPN and the purpose. One way of using a VPN is to protect your online identity. Therefore, you need to connect your device to any VPN server worldwide using software. As a result, it looks as if you connect to a website, for example, from the USA, but you are still in Germany. This is made possible by disclosing your IP address, and only the IP address from the VPN server is visible on the internet. A VPN is also useful if you use a public VLAN because in most cases the VPN is encrypted so that nobody can track you. This only works if your connection to this VPN server is encrypted all the time. Moreover, you can bypass geolock. To give but one example, in China websites such as YouTube and Google are blocked by the government. If you use a VPN to Germany, for example, you can bypass this geolock. As I mentioned previously, if you use a public VLAN, you should use SSL VPN. This sets up an encrypted connection between the client and the VPN server. To do that, you only need an HTTPS browser. If you don't know what it is, I give you a brief explanation. HTTPS is a secure protocol which is used to encrypt the connection between a website and the client. If you would like to connect to your company network, you should use L2TP, OpenVPN, or SSTP, or ICAF2. All these different types of a VPN allow you to set up an encrypted connection on layer 2 or 3, which is application independent. That means it doesn't matter if you're running a browser or a game, it will all encrypt your files to the VPN server. After you have established the connection, you will obtain a local IP address from your company network. If you know other local IP addresses, for example from a server, you can now connect to this device using their local IP address. How is the VPN reasoned? The internet is only used as an extension cable. May I use a VPN? In general, you are allowed to use a VPN in Germany and Estonia because you only stay anonymous on the internet. You should not download any illegal data using a VPN because this is illegal. You are allowed to connect to your company network if you are at home or in a business trip. But what about bypassing a geolock? In Germany, you can bypass geolock even if you are not allowed to bypass technical safeguards. Article 59a, paragraph 2 of the German copyright protection law stipulates that this barrier needs to be installed by the owner of the copyright material. To give but one example. In the past, you could not view some YouTube videos because the company GEMA locked this video for copyright reasons. Based on your public IP address, YouTube knows from which country you request access. If you have a German IP address, you couldn't watch the video, but if you had an Estonian IP address, you were able to watch the video. If you use a VPN in this case, it would be legal because YouTube is not the owner of the specific video. VPN software. There are several providers of VPN. One of them is called NordVPN. This provider offers approximately 3,342 servers in 60 countries and ensures a 30-day money-back guarantee so that you can test this provider. You can connect up to 6 devices at the same time using different VPN server targets. This software costs $11.95 monthly, $5.75 monthly if you bought it for 1 year, $3.29 monthly for a 2-year subscription, and $2.75 monthly for a 3-year subscription. The average download speed is about 60 Mbit and the upload speed is 8 Mbit on average. Some antivirus programs also offer VPNs such as Bitdefender. If you buy the software package Bitdefender Total Security Multi-Device 2018, you will receive a free version of their VPN. However, there are some limitations. Each device has a daily data limit of 200 MB. Moreover, the software decides which is the best VPN server for you and you cannot change the VPN server. If you want to upgrade to Premium VPN, there is no daily data limit anymore and you can choose which VPN server you would like to connect with. Bitdefender Premium VPN also offers service worldwide. The price is €29.99 in the first year, and after that it will cost €49.99 yearly. The number of devices which can use to install Bitdefender Premium VPN is the same as the number of devices on which you are allowed to run your antivirus program.
So that was our presentation about authentication data, and I hope you learned something about our topics.